Oh, I hate when I do this and I have wet hair.
I know. Why do I always have wet hair when we're recording? Also, I think this is the first time we've ever recorded, like, in the evening.
Is
I'm
it?
having a glass of wine. Oh, yeah, I'm off the wagon. I went to a bar and immediately ordered
Took a shot.
beer.
I saw that you
Oh,
took
yeah,
a
I
shot.
did take I took a sake shot.
I saw that.
That was pretty good. It was like fruit
I
punch.
need new headphones.
Okay,
this
but
is not a good time.
I know.
They're not even on my ears. I can't hear anything.
Can you tighten them? You just have a peanut head. Your little peanut head.
How do these normally... I normally don't have my soaking wet hair, so I...
Yeah, normally your hair's bigger.
What can I put in
Can you just... You want me to give you
got a sock?
I have a shoe.
I don't
have any clean
your
socks.
shoe on my head.
Tragical.
Hey, this is the voice of Melissa.
And this is Kat. Well, right now, we're both kind of jobless.
Oh, yeah. The coronavirus is going around. So my last day of work is tomorrow. I work tomorrow, and then I don't work until the 31st. If whenever. Yeah. Can't wait.
My job is not closing, but as of yet, but we are very, 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 very low staffed.
Yeah.
Well,
you work
much
at a hotel.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, it still sucks because I have 3 shifts and none of them are 8 hours. So.
Yeah, for sure. Did you like your gift that I got you?
Oh my God, yes. Okay, it was kind of the best. We cried.
Oh my God, I could not stop crying. So we ordered those pins. Well, I ordered those pins from Podcast But Outside, and when they came to the house, I was rolling because their intern just like sent them from his house, and like his home address was on there. And I don't know why it was so funny to me, but I just thought it was really funny that it was like from his house.
She literally called me and was crying, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, you're crying. Are you fine?" But she was laughing so hard that she was crying.
And then it got even better because when I opened them, they were like wrapped in like loose leaf paper torn from a notebook, and it was like, "This is one of your pins. Your other pin's coming in a separate envelope." I literally was just dying. Like, so shout out intern.
And then the second paper said, "Told ya, if you haven't received the first one yet, this one won't make sense."
Right. But yeah, shout out Cam. Podcast But Outside's intern.
We stand intern.
For making us laugh. It was pretty good.
If you guys need a podcast other than ours to listen to.
If you want another podcast to listen to, Podcast But Outside.
Yeah. We kind of cry.
So
or watch
funny.
it on YouTube. It's
it's
hilarious.
on YouTube too. I like to listen to the episodes and then I watch them on YouTube. And it's pretty good. I wanted to mention our intro song and our cover art really quick. So if you want to talk about the cover art.
Yeah.
Go.
So my friend Johnny, who met him through work, and he does really amazing art, and he did some other stuff for me, and so we commissioned him to do this, and it's honestly, you should have seen. I'm gonna post
when we decided to do
our
this podcast
original artwork, the one that you drew.
Oh, please do.
I'm gonna post it.
Oh, please do,
because it's really
so
good.
Like, I was drinking wine, obviously, and we were like talking about doing this podcast, and we were talking about like what first of all, it took us forever to come up with a name, and then I literally just texted Kat and I was like, Tragical, and she was like, done. When do we record? And then I was like, you should have that guy that did all your, because he's done like he's done
4 or 5
drawings for Kat before. Yeah, and I was like, I love it when he draws you. Like, if he could do our, like, I don't know if he could, like, if he wants to do our cover art for our podcast, but ask him. And he was like, yes, absolutely.
He was so stoked.
And we like gave him the concept for it, and honestly, like, exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I remember opening it at work and being like, this is the most beautiful thing,
and it's real. That was when it got real for us.
So and then for the song, my friend or DJ Jahreezy, I go to school with him, and I went to him because like he is so, like, he's just so good. Like, he plays me his beats. Oh, sorry, I don't want to call them beats. He plays me his songs that he's produced. I feel like if you say, I don't know, like, it's like a thing. We don't say like beats. Anyway, so I was like, I want to do like something that's like magical, but also like trap music, because like
that's the most
that's honestly us. So he was like, I got you. And my only request was like, I needed to have trumpets in the intro.
Yeah.
And he delivered.
Killed it.
We went over to his house to like listen to
in the middle of the night, mind you.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. I have another story too after this. But he played it for us and we were like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, I can do this. And we were like, no,
leave it.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And then as we were leaving his house, there was this is what was it? 2 a.m. maybe?
2 or 3. Yeah.
2 a.m. I don't know. There was a elderly gentleman standing across the street outside of his house with a dog, and like the dog wasn't moving and the guy wasn't moving.
I didn't ever see the dog.
I saw him walking a dog, but why are you walking a dog at like 2 a.m?
Cannot confirm there was a dog.
Maybe I'm
But
crazy.
he was just standing there.
He was just standing there,
not moving, staring at us.
His dog wasn't moving. It was the spookiest thing, and I literally called Jaw, and I was legit crying. So anyways, we love Johnny and Jaw. They're the best, and they are part of this podcast family, and you should follow them on social media, and we always say their social media at the end of the episode.
Yes.
So yeah, they're the best.
Commission them for stuff. Woo!
I have more things.
Oh my god. Okay, go.
Okay. I said my SAT score was 1880, and I'm a bold-faced liar.
Did you look it up?
No, but it definitely wasn't that high. I think I got like a 1740.
I don't even remember mine.
Okay, well, I just wanted to call myself out because I fucking do not. My SAT score was not 1880. I was being dramatic. Okay, so somebody emailed us about like the timeline.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to shout out this girl because it's freaking amazing. So our girl Alex, she emailed us, and I won't read the whole thing because it's kind of long, but basically like gave us like the timeline for all of the ages, and I love her so much. So she said, in the Disney adaptation, Cinderella is 19, Prince Charming is 21. I thought it was 14, but I was pretty close. It's never 100% confirmed, but is widely speculated, and the stepsisters' ages are never said. However, in the flashback sequence where we meet Cinderella as a child and are first introduced to Lady Tremaine and her daughters, all 3 girls look around the same age. The only thing that is confirmed is that Drizella is older than Anastasia. I completely thought they were twins. I think it's just the matching outfits.
No, I knew that the one was older.
I think it's the matching outfits. I just like, if you put your children in matching outfits, I just assume they're twins. We had like similar outfits. Yeah. They never matched.
Yeah. Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah, we Mary Kate and Ashley did that.
Thanks, Walmart.
Mary Kate and Ashley collection at Walmart is all we wore.
In the Bratz outfits.
Honestly. And then on Drizella's villain wiki, which I literally read the whole thing, it states she is the older sister to Anastasia and Cinderella, but it doesn't say their like exact ages, but probably like a year or 2.
Yeah.
So that was really cool of her. And then she recommended Sarah Sterling's Down to Disness. It's a YouTube channel, and I love it. And I watched like 5 different episodes.
I love Sarah Sterling so much.
So shout out to Alex Ortiz. She's the best. She put her Instagram, her Twitter, so I'm gonna plug it for her. She is Alex Ortiz with a Z _aesthetics, which is such a cute name. And then her Twitter is Alex _Ortiz _B, which I love. B-I-H.
Love that.
B.
Yeah, I love Sarah Sterling.
No, I really thought they were twins though.
Now we know.
No, shout out Sarah Sterling too, because that was like the best YouTube video ever. And she was cracking me up and like actually like told me about Disney, which was nice.
All right, guys, we are here to tell you
why
Monsters Inc.
is tragical. Yes, I love Monsters Inc.
This is one of her favorites.
I love it. Yeah. I love them so much. It's such a good movie. We made a little charcuterie board while we watched it. So it had
post a photo of it.
It had cheese and crackers and also like Gushers and Hershey's Kisses and Twizzlers. And then we also brought Easy Cheese into the game because who wants real cheese? I mean,
do we have any of that left?
No, I definitely brought it to work for lunch.
Damn. Sad now.
I know.
I should have got more while we're here in quarantine.
Oh, yeah, while we quarantine ourselves into our home.
Don't have toilet paper, but we have Easy Cheese.
Okay, so it opens up.
With one of the cutest opening scenes, I personally think.
What?
The doors.
Oh,
like
yeah,
all the
with
doors,
the little monster crawling through the door.
Like, yeah, so it's like spelling out all the words and stuff.
And then it's like they're doing the simulation.
Yeah, the sleeping child.
So the guy like creeps into the sleeping child simulation, and then
poor guy.
The one guy, like when they're like, the child is gonna jump up and be like, ah, like,
right. That's the whole point. And he gets so scared.
He was not prepared. He got an F on that assignment.
He got
sure.
Jackson his ass.
He got a 0%.
fell over.
The poor teacher.
I know.
Also, like, aren't you, like, did you not know what you signed up for?
Right.
Like, do you know what this job is?
No.
Anyway, I thought that was really funny. He just, like, actually just was so scared.
And the only problem that he had was that he left the door open. Not the fact that he fell with jacks in his butt.
Oh my gosh, right, girl.
Made a bunch of noise.
You don't have to lie. He really fucked up.
Yeah. And then, what's his name? The crab dude walks in, and he opens a
Mr.
canister.
Water News.
He opens a canister.
I know, there's a fucking shortage. So there's, like, a Scream shortage.
And this guy's, like, making a point.
Just fuck it up.
The whole thing. Not even, like, a little bit just to, like, make a point. He opens the whole thing and drains
it. And
then
the one guy's like, I don't want to scare a child, or I don't want to go into a child's bedroom.
He's like, you have to.
Like, bro, is there no other jobs available?
No, that's it. That and the one Chinese place with the octopus has the whole job there.
Harryhausen's.
Yeah.
Where they, like, scream when you come in. But yeah, it was like, he's like, I don't want to go into a child's bedroom. What did you think this OJT was, bro?
Did you not go to Monsters University?
No.
Hello?
Did you not know what you applied for?
No.
That's literally the job.
Yeah.
That's like if you went to, like, I don't know, be like a janitor and you were like, I can't mop. I can't do it. I can't mop today.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but I just can't mop.
Oh no. And then Sully waking up.
Oh my gosh. First of all, Mike Wazowski, like, let your bro sleep in. Sometimes you gotta sleep in. Also, I didn't see him exercising.
He's not the scary one.
So he's like telling him what to do and everything.
Yeah, that's literally his. That's his whole job.
Oh my goodness.
And he does like the bed bunks and he's like hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. So yeah, so there's the commercial and it's like showing like Monsters Inc. and why it's so great.
And it covers Mike's face.
And like Sully is like, oh no, so upset. And then he's like, it's me, I'm on a commercial. And like Sully's mom calls.
And he talks to his mom. That's when you know you're best friends with somebody,
Yeah.
when you like answer the phone and it's their mom and you're like, oh my gosh, Rhonda. Girl. Did you see my commercial?
Literally though.
That's when you know you're best pals.
And then they go to work. There's all the different monsters. The one Jello dude falls in the thing, and that's my favorite part.
Oh, a Jello dude.
And there's like he like walks over the grate, and then he like sinks in because he's made of like Jello.
He's walking to work, and he's like, I want to take my car. And they're like complaining about like the energy crisis. But also, if you think about it, that's really clean energy.
Screams?
Like, we could use some clean energy.
Why can't monsters just scream? Why does it have to be?
It has to be a child screams. Come on, Kat, get it together. Did you watch the movie?
Why though?
I love it though.
Just why?
They're so eco-friendly though. Like,
clearly
children's
not.
screams are so eco-friendly.
Yeah, but children become such
like,
badasses because of video games.
Is. The jelly dude.
And then the guy sneezes and his paper lights on. You don't. Aren't his like teeth and his eyeballs like sitting up on the top? I think
he's dead. he's definitely.
He just regurgitates.
Bro, he's dead.
Yeah. So then they get to work, and Celia is there with her snake hair.
Also, they're employee of the month every month, and that's not allowed.
Just
first of all, employee of the month is one person. I would just like to say it's not like team of the month, so it's one employee. Second of all, they're employee of the month for every month. You can't be
if you're the best employee.
No, you cannot. That's the whole point of employee of the month. You can't be employee of the month every month. You have to like choose different people.
Not in Monsters Inc.
Also, just Celia, just sitting at the desk, just doing her thing.
She's just answering phones and not even paying attention to what she's doing.
She's so fierce. She's the best receptionist. She has great hair. She has a beautiful dress. She's killing the game. Celia is fierce. You don't think Celia is fierce?
Yes, I love her.
Yeah. And then they go into like the locker room. Or no, they walk out to the scream floor.
Yeah,
there's like a slug cleaning the floor, but he's leaving a trail of fucking goo on the floor. That gave me anxiety, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she kind of freaked out.
I was like, no.
She doesn't like not clean.
You can't. And then he's like, I forgot to do my paperwork.
Yeah.
So,
and Roz is like, well, you're a whole idiot.
Honestly, like,
Mike is kind of the worst.
He's kind of an HR nightmare.
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski is an HR nightmare. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he's like trying to like flirt with her almost. Like, not flirt with her, but like just like be like overly nice. And I'm like,
when he clearly hates her.
That's not a good sign. You need to go to HR.
He also doesn't do his job.
He also is the worst. He's like that friend that like gives you advice and he like does not have his shit together and he like thinks he's helpful, but really he just sucks.
Yeah, the worst.
And then they do the what are they called? Scarers.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Or when they come in and it's so dramatic.
Done a lot better than scares. Anyway, the scares come out on the floor and they like play like astronaut music or whatever.
Astronaut music.
Like they're walking out onto the tarmac. They're about to go to Mars, but really they're just about to do their job, and like they do every day.
Yeah, one dude has no eyes.
He doesn't need them.
One dude is just a ball of fuzz. What's scary about that? One guy has no teeth. Like, I don't... Hello?
That's why Sully is the best.
Why is the one guy walking in with no eye? Where does he know he's going?
Put him in later.
How does he know? But how does he know where he's going? And the fuzzball. What's scary about you? He's just cute.
Doesn't he have the teeth? No.
The fuzzball? I think he has a bunch of... No, I don't know.
I have no idea what all the monsters do. I only pay attention to Mike and Sully. And
like
then freaking poor George Sanderson gets a sock on his back. The CDC comes in.
Yeah.
Because you know what? There's nothing more toxic
than a child.
Than a human child.
But are they wrong?
And they shave his like whole body
naked.
And they blow up the sock, which is like so dramatic. But I love it. I love that.
And
then on the door it's just a random door, right?
It's random.
If you look in the background, there's like a door, and on the door is a little the beaver from Toy Story Mania sticker on the door, and it's really cute. And I love really stuff like that. Little Easter eggs.
Also, one of my favorite things is that 2319 has become code in the parks for a child is touching me.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I shout that every time I'm in Magic Kingdom. I'll be like, 2319. This is like very ironic that we watched this and coronavirus is happening. Every time somebody would like sneeze or something.
2319.
I'd be like, coronavirus.
Corona.
While we were watching it.
Corona. Oh yeah.
Basically a human child is basically coronavirus.
Yo, there's so many sneezes in this movie. We realized. Like, a lot of people sneeze in this movie.
Yeah. So, after poor Georgie blows up.
Also, wait, I just have a question.
Yes.
Where did they get the notion that children are toxic? Like, someone started that, and then, like, they didn't do research. They were just like, yep, that's correct. Children are toxic. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't have an answer. Did you think I would?
No.
Why are you asking?
I'm just, who was like, you know what, we should say that children are toxic.
I feel like there's a lot of things like that, though. Like, things that people think are accurate and they are not. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Like, unicorns aren't real, but they are.
No, unicorns aren't real.
Says you. Okay. Someone said that rumor. Okay. And now...
Oh, this is very different. It's very different.
So anyway, they go to the...
Oh my gosh. Freaking Mr. Waternoose has like 12 fingers on each hand. It really freaks me out. I'm sorry, that was sidebar as hell, but like, I don't like all his fingers. I don't mind that he's a big spider boy, but like, he has too many fingers. Okay, I'm sorry.
They're in the locker room. He asks for his odorizer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he asks for his odorizer instead of
like wet
deodorizer.
Trash can and all that.
I mean, that's what perfume I wear. Wet dog.
He's cute.
I love it.
And once again, Mike can't be bothered to do his job.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh my gosh, Sully, will you do my paperwork for me? Because
no, he doesn't ask. Sully's
a nice boy, and he says, I'll do your paperwork for you. And then it's like 100 different things, and there's a bunch of colors, and because he doesn't want to be late. Mike, I don't know what puce is. I couldn't tell you. I know my Pantone color. It's like a greenish, right?
There's a green and a purple puce.
Google it. So yeah, Mike.
There's also a bug called a puce apparently.
So Mike is going. They're walking out, and him and Celia are going to have dinner at Harryhausen's, the best restaurant in town.
It's purple.
And he's like, I didn't do my paperwork. And so Sully's like, I'll do it for you, because he's a nice friend.
Yeah. But then, so he goes to get the folder out of there.
Guess who's on the fucking scare floor? Like an idiot. Randall.
He's actually trying to steal a child for the machine, but Mike and Sully
explaining it to me.
Do you pay attention to all during these movies? No, he's stealing the child. Because he goes into the room, but Boo's not in there. Because that's why he has the canisters.
So he's trying to steal a child. I knew that.
It's the premise of the whole movie.
I knew that. I know. But then anyway, so he's like walking. He like trips and falls in the kid's room and shit. And he's got all the stuff all over him. And then he tries to go in the bathroom and like flush it all down the toilet.
And then Boo follows him.
Which also like,
you're an idiot.
Have you ever used a toilet? Like, you can't flush that much stuff down a toilet. So he like shoves it in someone's locker, which is like honestly the best idea he's had. Like,
Except it's George's locker.
So he shoves all the like toys and stuff in a locker, and then who's on his back? Boo! She is the cutest baby in the whole world. If my kids aren't as cute as an animated Pixar character, I don't want it. Because Boo is so freaking cute. I can't even stand how cute she is.
Yeah, she is kind of adorable.
She's like, Kitty! Which is like, tear my heart out. She's so cute. So then he like doesn't know what to do, so he shoves her in a duffel bag, which is amazing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, that's not good.
And then he goes to Harry House and is like, why do you interrupt our dinner?
Yes. And every time someone comes into the restaurant, they like yell like it's Moe's. I don't know what they say.
Hey!
No, they're like, bah, 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 bah. But I don't know what they say.
I don't know.
I want to know. But
and then
cute.
Celia's kind of stupid.
Okay, yeah. Celia, honestly, real pretty, but not real smart.
Yeah.
Neither is Mike, though. So, like, match made in heaven.
I mean, he's also not really pretty either. He's just kind of...
All two of them have one eyeball. Because Celia only has one eyeball.
They have two between the two of them.
And Mike has one eyeball. But she also has, like, a lot of snakes with eyeballs.
Yeah,
so I don't know if they can all... I don't think they all share a brain, though. Because they all have different heads. So.
When she talks about cutting her hair, quote unquote, which is
and the snakes are like... Meh! They're like a bad idea.
That stresses me out. How do you do that?
I wouldn't.
She said she's done it before.
I guess their heads like grow back. I don't know.
Are they like hydras?
Why do you ask me questions I don't know the answers to?
It stresses me out.
Call her hairdresser, bro. I don't know.
Excuse me, Miss Monster Hairdresser.
Hello? Is this Celia's hairdresser?
But yeah, so like...
Explain.
Mike or Sully is like outside the window and he's like trying to like...
Get his attention.
Mike, and then he comes in and is talking to him.
I would be like, bro, I need to talk to you. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your date or whatever.
And Celia's like, what's happening? So then they're like blowing up the Harryhausen.
Oh yeah, so like the kid gets out, Boo gets out and like scares everyone, which honestly when she scares them they all like freak out. I bet she feels so accomplished.
The 2-year-old is like feeling great.
Yeah, you scare the hell out of everyone. But yeah, and then they literally like run out of the restaurant and they're trying to like they scoop Boo up in the duffel bag again and they run away.
No,
and
they scoop her up in a Chinese takeout box.
Yeah, and then they fucking blow up Harryhausen. They quarantine it and blow it up.
So then like the news anchors are all talking to like all of them,
and they're being so over dramatic.
Pick me up and shook me like a dog. And then the one guy
with his laser beam shook me like a dog.
The one guy with the 800 eyes is like, I saw it with my own eyes.
Really good quality comedy.
And there's the one news anchor looks like fried cheese and the other one looks like a corn dog.
I think you and only you think that.
You guys are gonna watch this and be like, wow, they look like fried cheese and a corn dog.
And then they go like to their apartment and she like
freaks out. The like
he has on like the gloves and he's lysoling everything. And I was like,
literally Melissa.
It's literally coronavirus.
Yeah, it was kind of uncomfy.
Like, I was like, this is too ironic right now.
Kind of uncomfy.
And then when she starts laughing at him because he gets hurt, she like busts the power down. And then they like put her to bed. They're like feeding her snacks to like lead her into like bed.
Like,
and then he's like, go to sleep. And she just is like, and then falls
passes
asleep.
out.
That is pretty good.
Coming from someone who was a nanny for 5 years.
That's pretty accurate.
No. Children do not just put their head down and fall asleep.
Really?
No.
Okay, when I worked at a daycare, like, I'd be like, do you want to go watch? Like, if kids were, like, being teamed too much and I, like, needed them to go to bed, I would, like, just go, you want to watch a movie? And then I'd, like, let them pick a movie and I would, like, get them a pillow and a blanket. And, like, literally not even, like, 4 minutes into the movie, they were out.
I just watched.
You were a bad nanny,
crackhead kids, I guess.
Apparently, because that's like the easiest way to put a kid to sleep. And then they're like, they dress her up in like a weird. Also, like they made like a really good like costume.
Yeah,
they're pretty handy.
Wait, you're skipping a really good part though.
What?
When she's trying to go to sleep and he's like showing her there's no one in the closet because she's scared of Randall. Oh, yeah. And then he goes in the closet and he's like, there's no monster. And he goes, well now there is. I don't know why that got me really
it's
good.
Just quality humor.
But
that's
I laughed really
He's
hard.
like, well now there is. And she like gets it as a 2-year-old. Like, okay, sure.
Also, she's like, what, 2 years old? And then
she does not understand anything.
She has a full set of teeth. And
you have a full set of teeth at 2 years old.
Not like that. They're like perfectly, I mean, I know it's a drawing and shit, but they're like perfectly straight and like all perfectly growing in.
We don't have teeth like that because we have Van Lingen teeth and our teeth are fucked up. If we were normal children, we'd have normal teeth, but we don't. We have freaking scary Dutch German teeth.
Yeah, they make her cute little monster suit and blah, blah, blah. Also, I always forget that Sully's first name is
James P.
Sullivan. Yeah, it's weird.
I love that name too.
James.
It's a great name.
You like Victorian
I do.
names.
I like old names. James is a great name. Would name my child James.
And then,
not that anyone's ever gonna have a baby with me, but if anyone does, hit me up. I'm ready.
One of the most accurate things is when Boo is peeing and she's singing literally every
That's so
child
cute.
ever.
And then
He's going to talk to Roz. Mike is.
oh my gosh, and he's like, wouldn't it be better if all this paperwork just blew away? Like, you cannot sexually harass people, Michael.
Wait, he calls her an oozing blossom.
He is an HR. Mike Wazowski is an HR nightmare.
Yeah.
He never does his paperwork.
No.
He's sexually harassing his coworkers. Like, I'm over him.
Well, his girlfriend works there, mind you.
At this point, you shouldn't be dating your coworkers. It happens, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So then they're trying to get her door back, and he swipes a random...
Yeah, he's like, oh, I found Boo's key.
And
like,
it's not.
you're a dick. You were just trying to get rid of the problem. You're not a good problem solver, Mike Wazowski.
What does that lead to? Put that thing back where it came from. So help me.
Oh my God.
So help me. Their play.
I freaking love it.
It's so good.
They're practicing for the company musical.
The company, which are just the two of them, apparently.
All work for. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. So help me. So help me. And cut. And then Sully's just like, boom, 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 boom. That is the musical America needs.
It's so good.
Somebody make it. Oh yeah, and then when they're like walking away to go like try and they're not even working that day apparently, they just said fuck work.
Yeah.
And they're going to like try and find like Boo's door or whatever, and then like Sully just keeps going, but then Celia comes after Mike like
oh my
all
God.
mad, and he starts like making out with her in the hallway. Michael, you are at work. You cannot.
He's gotta placate his woman.
Listen, you cannot sexually harass your coworkers. You have to do your paperwork. And you cannot make out with your girlfriend in the hallway. You're fired. That's 3 strikes, bro. You're done.
All in one day.
Wazowski's the worst. Every time I typed Sully in my notes, it changed it to silly, and you know I did not correct it. Let's just say silly.
You're dumb.
Silly.
They're like running, and he's trying to like do something with Boo, and then she gets like away from them, runs in the trash can, like he thinks she's in the trash can.
Oh yeah,
and
because they're trying. Those CDC agents are trying to get his autograph for their daughter or whatever.
And so he thinks Boo's being demolished, and he literally passes out.
Oh yeah, dramatic. He can he's like holding the cube. And he's like, I think I can still hear her voice. But it's actually just her.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Mike Wazowski's like, I can hear a couple of kids in there. And it's all of them just yelling.
They're all yelling Mike Wazowski.
It's so funny.
And then Boo laughs and knocks all the power out. Good job, little idiot.
Her laughter is so powerful.
They tell her, they like shush her, and she's like what? We assume 2 years old.
I think she's like 2, yeah.
And they shush her, and she actually is like, oh yeah.
Honestly,
and she
like
listens.
less than that.
I think so.
I think she's less than 2 because she can't even say words. She only knows Kitty and Mike Wazowski.
So I would say, yeah. Like little, like around 2.
Yeah, around 2.
But yeah, so like he shushes her, and she's just like, oh yeah. Now, you can't even get a 12-year-old to shush.
You could shush a 2-year-old. If you're like,
good luck with that.
I guess I'm just a way better care provider than you are.
No, that's not accurate.
I'm so good with kids, it's not funny. I really am.
I mean, so am I.
I'm better.
No. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they still haven't done their job at all.
Oh no one's working today. No. Well, the power's out now, so fuck it.
It just comes back on magically the next scene.
Fuck it. But then he finds Fungus. Mm-hmm. And then Fungus is a fucking bitch, by the way.
Yes.
I'm gonna say every name before I get to the right one. Randall's like assistant or whatever.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I like when Mike Wazowski is a grammar Nazi.
How does he find them? Oh yeah, he sees Randall. He goes to return Boo to her door.
Mm-hmm. And he follows.
Sully goes to return Boo to her door, and then he is like pushing a cart away from the door, and then he follows him, and then he can't find him. They're at like a dead end.
Mike is in the box because Mike goes in to like show Boo that it's safe, and then he grabs Mike.
You're right. Okay, so they go back out to the scare floor and they see Randall there in the room. So Mike tries to go in the room to be like, this is your room, it's safe. He
grabs Mike.
Yeah, Randall grabs Mike in a bag and like puts him in like a fake thing of canisters and like takes him away.
Right. But he doesn't know it's Mike.
And then Sully is like, what the fuck? So he like follows him with Boo, and then they come to like a dead end. So they're like, what? And then
Boo figures
just
out.
Pulls a fucking random wrench, and it's
on the
just
bottom left of the door.
She just pulls a wrench, and it just happens to be a hidden door. They go down this weird tunnel, and they're like have like a scream extraction machine or whatever. And then
like
Fungus,
a good time to me.
Fungus is like Randall's assistant, is like the biggest bitch in the whole world. Yeah. And like
why was he selected to help with this?
Honestly, the worst team you could have picked, Mr. Waternoose, with your 45 fingers, you weirdo. Man.
So Mike is in the chair thingy because he's like, how did you get here? And I like when he says, first of all, it's cretin because he calls him a cretin.
Mike is the original.
If you're going to insult me, do it properly.
Honestly, I bet.
Me?
Mike Wazowski redeemed himself in that one sentence.
That's it.
By being a grammar Nazi.
And then kills it from there.
Yeah, he sucks.
But yeah, and then like, they have this machine to like suck the screams out of them. And then again, I'm getting way more philosophical into this and like, is really necessary.
Oh my gosh, please go.
But
please dissect.
They suck the screams out and it practically kills them. Like, I mean, when they do it to like Fungus, he's like dead.
Okay.
So then you suck all the screams out of all the children and then what? There's no more children.
Yeah, but it's like super potent though, so they're gonna be getting more
They're still gonna eventually run out of it.
Out of children?
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of kids in the world.
My literal favorite part of this entire movie is Fungus with his Kylie Jenner lips.
God, that Kylie Jenner lip
He
kit.
looks like a freaking like dehydrated strawberry. They just sucked all the color out of, and then he's just got these giant Kylie Jenner lips. He's like 10 out of 10.
Choking.
Are you kidding?
That is pretty good.
It's really good.
And then they run away and they go tell Mr. Waternoose, worst idea ever, because guess what?
They get banished.
He's in on it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Are you kidding me? Plot twist. So Mr. Waternoose is like, oh, okay,
we'll get her door.
Do this thing. We'll get her door. And then he's like, what door is that? That's not Boo's door. And he's like, it's yours, bitch. And like slaps him in there. Also, Boo is not afraid of Mr. Waternoose at all. But she's afraid of freaking Randall. Because remember, like, he goes to find Mr. Waternoose.
Oh, because he screams.
And Mr. Waternoose.
He scares the kid, right?
I'm talking. So he goes to find Mr. Waternoose. And Mr. Waternoose is like helping the new people with the simulation.
Yeah.
So he's like, James, give him a go. And he's like, I can't. I have to tell you something really, 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 really important. And he's like, give it a go. Anyway, so he's like, fine, whatever. So he scares the kid, the fake simulation, weird, like, dummy body baby kid. And then
Boo is right there.
And Boo gets scared and runs away. And then, like, Mr. Waternoose just, like, casually picks her up. And she's like, oh, big scary Spider-Man with 47 fingers? Like, yeah, of course I'll let you pick me up.
That's perfect.
Like, she's a total weirdo. What's wrong with her? So anyway, and then he's like, oh, we'll put her back in her door. This has gone too far or whatever.
Yeah.
So they, like, go to the little place where they go to put them in the door. And it's, like, a random door. And they're like, what? Whose door is this?
Yeah.
This isn't Boo's door. And he's like, no, it's for you. And like
kicks their asses in there.
Yeah. But he banishes them like with another monster, which is weird. He banishes them like with the abominable snowman to the Himalayas.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
Also, abominable snowman, very annoying. So I'm glad he got banished because he's pretty fucking annoying. And then like Mike and Sully get into a little quarrel.
I like when Mike has, like, the mittens on his hands, his feet, and his horns. He's just a naked ball.
He really has no fur. Like, he's literally just, like, a nutsack. Like, he's freezing out there.
The Grinch's nutsack.
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
So then Sully's like, you know what? I'm going into town.
Yeah,
and then just happens to, like, go to a town where they just happen to be scaring that night, which to me is like not realistic.
Are we gonna completely skip over
yes
the abominable snowman, like while they're talking, is just like fingering a snow cone? Like he is
what?
in there.
Is he?
he's like circling it and is like touching all over it. Like, wow.
I didn't know.
I said it while we were watching it. I was like, why is he fingering the snow cone? Like, while they're arguing, he's just like,
oh, I don't like that.
Oh, I couldn't look away.
Spooked.
It was uncomfortable. Anyway, so just happens to land, which he says the town is 3 days away, and it takes him
1 minute.
2 seconds.
1 minute to get there.
Even on a sled, it would still take you like a while.
Yeah, they get there awfully fast for not being able to get there quick.
So yeah.
But then, yeah, they just happen to be scaring in that town that night. Wow, crazy coincidence.
Oh, so this is when I realized all their mouths look like buttholes.
Literally, I'm not gonna lie, the animation in this movie is not great. It's not great.
Yeah, there were parts when we were watching stuff in the background, and it just looks like computer generated.
It kind of looks not great. Just like after watching like Frozen,
Merida, and yeah,
and I'm like, that's not good. But yeah, so they get back and they have to go down to the thing, and like it's just Sully at this point. So he is like goes down there, and then Randall starts like choking him, but he's invisible because he can be invisible. Then Mike comes back and it only sees Sully, and Sully's choking to death, and he's like trying to argue with him. Mike is so stupid. Yeah, he's freaking useless.
And even Boo is like, hello.
I know, Boo is like SOS, and then he throws a snowball at him and it hits Randall, and then Sully punches him,
and he's like,
thank God.
Then they end up in the door area.
Oh yeah. They go up to the scare floor to get her door, and then Celia comes through with she announces over the PA.
Yeah, Randall
broke the scare record. So everyone like runs over to him, which that would never happen in a real job because no one wants you to be successful at your job. I'm just letting you know. Especially right now.
Randall.
People do not want to see you succeed. So that would not really happen. But yeah, she calls him over the PA. Randall's the best. And they all come running after him. They don't have time to actually set anything up. So they just hop on the door and like the door conveyor belt place,
which is nuts.
And it's literally like one of my favorite scenes in any Disney movie. 110%. It's so cool because they're just like flying around on all the doors and stuff. Every child's door ever
in the world.
Also, what if you had like I have like accordion doors? I guess I couldn't have a monster because I don't have a door. Oh my gosh, I like the one part where they're like, so they do the whole door thing and like Boo lights up all the doors and they have to run around and like fight through the doors or whatever. You've seen it, you know. But then like at the one part where they finally get rid of Randall and they throw him into a random door to like get him to shut the fuck up, it's like a trailer.
Yeah.
And the kid is like,
Mom, we got another gator in the house. And there's the Pizza Planet.
I was literally just like, hashtag Florida.
And the Pizza Planet truck is there.
Mom, we got another gator.
Yeah, it's definitely the Everglades.
Oh, man. And then they beat the shit out of him. And it's the best.
Wait, you quoted something during this that made me laugh and I wrote it down.
Sorry.
Like the whole scene during, like the whole door scene. You went, Randall's such a fucking punk.
He is.
And it got me good, so I wrote it down.
He is a fucking punk. I hate him.
Anyway, so CDA is stupid.
Oh my gosh. Also, Roz is
number one.
CDA, whatever, number one. CDA freaking agent number one.
Oh yeah, and then
she's like undercover and he was just casually sexually harassing her. It's fine.
Water Noose running after them is nightmare fuel.
It is nightmare fuel.
It's the scariest thing ever.
Oh, I love when she like calls over her Apple Watch and it's like, oh. She had an Apple Watch before Apple had an Apple Watch.
And she says that Boo has seen too much. She's not going to remember any of this.
She's literally an infant. Yeah, she doesn't know what's going on.
She is fine.
She won't remember any of it.
I'm like, what? So Boo's been gone for what, like 3 or 4 days? What are is it time going the same in the monster world? Like, I'm assuming so.
So she's just been like missing. She's just been like John Bonet.
Oh no. Oh no.
She just went missing.
Yikes.
And then she just magically reappears in her room.
Could you imagine that your kid goes missing for 4 days and then she just is in bed asleep? Horrifying.
That would be fucking crazy. I'd be very concerned.
She has an Alexo ball on her floor and
I typed a bunch of notes that I don't understand.
Jessie on the table.
Oh yeah.
And
Jessie's
Nemo.
in the room. What kind of fucking cats is Boo looking at? Because
she's 2.
Sully is clearly not a cat.
I just like Sully's bear song. Oh, he's a happy bear. Honestly, it gets me every time.
When you're a dad, you gotta do what you can.
It gets me every time.
Also, like, why do the monsters speak English?
Apparently.
That's just the language they pick to learn or whatever? Yeah. That's weird. I don't like it.
Also, her bed is huge.
Yeah, it's way too big for a 2-year-old. Also, she's gonna fall out and break her fucking skull, so they should get her bed with rails.
Also, I don't know why I wrote this, but I wrote about how Sully should, like, shave his skin goatee.
Like, shave all his
shave him.
Oh, just
no,
shave.
just shave around where a goatee
shave
would
around
be.
his
So he has a skin goatee.
Like the opposite of a human.
I literally wrote opposite of a human.
Why?
Why not? Could you imagine his like a mohawk, but it's just not there?
But then anyway, so now they do the laugh floor, which is super lame, and they all wear weird costumes, and they're a bunch of clowns, and I don't like the laugh floor. It's not as cool.
Imagine you're asleep and you wake up and there's a small green ball sack
Absolutely
next to your
I'd punch
bed
it in the face.
trying to tell you jokes.
I'd punch it in the face.
Right, I'd kick it. I'd scream.
His jokes also are not funny.
They're not good.
Mike, I used to think I liked Mike Wazowski, but now I think I hate him.
Also, our truck.
Our Dodge Dakota's name was Mike Wazowski.
It was both of our first car, technically.
It was green, so it was Mike Wazowski. We're super original on naming shit, clearly.
Yes. But yeah,
and then Mike built the door for him so he could go visit Boo, which is moderately creepy. They probably should have just dropped it. But
yeah.
It's really cute. And then he walks in and she's like, Kitty, I saw it.
Wait, do you remember the joke of the day?
On the laugh floor.
Yeah.
They have like the big monitor behind them, and on the monitor there's like a joke of the day.
Yeah.
And what was it?
It was, doctor says, what seems to be the problem? Patient says, it hurts when I do this. Doctor says, don't do that. It's funny because it's not funny. Like, it doesn't, don't do what?
It's not a good joke.
It's so bad.
And that's the end.
And then wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have
that's a
you.
fucking slapper.
That's a bop.
It's just a good song.
I live in a penthouse.
Yeah, that's Mike version.
In a room.
Mike can't sing either. Mike is extra canceled.
It's true, man. I just like that they like talk to each other in the song. Like, it's cute.
It's such a good movie. I love Monsters Inc.
It is a good one.
Freaking much.
It's a good one.
What are you gonna rate it? It's so hard.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
A 9?
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna give it. I love Monsters Inc.
It's a good
I love
one.
it so freaking much.
I genuinely enjoy it, even though now looking back at the animation isn't great. But for the time, it was really good. It came out in 2001.
Yeah, it's old.
Mm-hmm.
I love Monsters
19
Inc.
years.
I love Mike and Sully, and I love Boo, and I love Randall, and I love Mr. Waternoose, and I just love them all.
I feel like, it has a good storyline.
It's funny.
For the most part, it makes sense.
It's ironic because coronavirus.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
For the most part, like, the plot points and everything make sense. Like, it flows
that's
really
why
well.
I gave it a 9. I just like it because it's bright and colorful and there's fun doors, and I love it. I will always watch Monsters Inc.
It's a good one.
And the music is slapping. I give it a 9, too. It's my first 9. Is this your first 9?
No, I think I did something else with a 9.
Did you give fucking Wreck-It Ralph a 9?
No.
Okay, good.
I think it was Alice in Wonderland I gave a 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland. So, officially, Monsters Inc. is my number 1 with a 9. My first 9 I've given. It's a good one. What are we gonna watch? What are we gonna watch next week?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because we're all in this together.
Oh,
we're gonna watch
my God.
one of my all-time favorite movies.
First live action?
Yeah.
And it's a Disney Channel original movie? Oh,
First
we're
live
going
action.
in.
First decom.
Oh, I'm so excited.
High School Musical.
I love High School Musical.
I cannot put into words. Okay, listen, you guys. Listen.
Wildcats forever.
Listen. I had a curtain. I had a I had a necklace. I had multiple shirts. I had a laundry basket. I had a pink High School Musical laundry basket. I have the CD still in my car. And not only is it just the CD, I have the CD and I have the karaoke version where there's no words and you just have to sing it because you know them, which I do. I love High School Musical more than I can ever put into words. When they used to have the show at Hollywood Studios, I used to live for that shit. I would get out there and do we're all in this together. What we know that we are, we're still I would go in.
The only thing I do is I fast forward through Vanessa Ann Hudgens' solo song. Sorry, not sorry, worst song ever. Bye. It's gotta go. Cut it out.
We're not fast forwarding this time.
Editor's edition. Cut it out.
Nope, not this time.
Oh, man.
Watching it from beginning to end.
Seriously, guys, stay safe.
Yes, please. Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Wash
Use
your
hand
butt.
sanitizer. Wash your butt.
You just should do that anyway.
You should always wash your butt.
There's $35 bidets you can buy.
Please wash your butt.
But no, really, please stay safe.
I love when you guys give us timelines for things. Please keep doing it because we have no idea when anything happens.
Yeah, it's kind of the best.
Oh yeah, somebody told us that Alice's
tutor is her sister.
Is her older sister. I feel like prove it. No, I'm kidding.
I feel like I kind of knew that
though, because Alice is 14 and that chick was like at least late 20s. No, I feel like this is not her sister. But anyway, someone told us that Alice's tutor is actually her sister, so we just don't know anything. So if you want to correct us, please correct us, because we're
here for it.
Anyways, that's all I have.
Yeah. All right, let's go play some Mario Party.
Yeah, Kat bought a Switch today, even though she owes me $500, but we won't talk about it.
Yeet. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna drink my wine now.
These opinions are our own and are in no way associated with the film or the film's production company.
The cover art for Tragical Podcast was created by Johnny the Alchemist on Instagram. Give him a like and a follow to see more of his insanely good artwork and to contact him for any of your artwork needs.
The Tragical Podcast intro music was produced by Jahreezy. Contact information can be found on his Instagram at Jahreezy. Jahreezy.